Hello there, my friend, and welcome back. If you've been here a while, you will know that I love all things planners and stationery. I realized it's been a while since I've walked you through a setup of one of my planners. Since the school year is right around the corner, I thought that we could hang out together while I set up this upcoming school year's planner. This is my planner. It's from Target. It was $10. If you watched I think it was my last Week in the Life vlog, you'll see that I picked this up. This is designed by Kate Smith Co. It's not technically a teacher planner, it's just an academic planner, but it fit within my budget. I've used other planners in the past, and I love other planners that I've used, but honestly, the amount that these companies charge for teacher planners are a vastly underpaid profession anyway. I don't have currently in my budget an extra $40 to $80 to drop on a planner that I'm going to use once. Love to hear down below in the comments though, what type of planner do you like to use? The brightest rainbows come after the storm, and that rainbow theme carries over. A 3-year reference, which I do love on all of my calendars, just so that I can plan ahead. I'll have all of the holidays for those years. It goes up to 2026. Planning guide as well, which I really like seeing the entire year out like this on a 1-sheet or a 2-sheet spread. And then you go straight into the months. They are tabbed, which is nice, but there's no little cover on the inside that a lot of teacher planners have. But you have your monthly spread here, and you have a little notes area. And this is what the weekly spreads look like. It goes from Monday to Sunday, which I do like. Not that it matters to me if it starts on a Sunday or a Monday as far as the start of my planner, but I like that it includes a Saturday and Sunday. I find a lot of teacher planners / academic planners don't include that, or because it's not during the school week or the work week, the Saturday and Sundays are smushed into one. I don't like that at all. The only thing that's different is in the back, you of course have a notes section, a lot of pages for notes, which is great, and then a future planning section as well for 2024 to 2025 school year. And then I just thought these were really cute. They're little, I thought at first that they were stickers. No, they're not. I just want to double check. They're not stickers. They're just little cards. And I just thought they were cute. So it says, hey, you're just kind of the best. This one really got me. It will all be okie dokie. Little paper hug for you, and you're more fun than bubble wrap. I do have some things in July to fill out, but I'm going to skip straight ahead to August. The first thing that I like to do on any teacher calendar that I have is actually put in the holidays. After putting those holidays, I'll go back and do a weekly countdown from when we start to the next holiday and holiday to holiday, those sort of things. Definitely helps to keep me motivated, but I found it helps my students to stay motivated as well, or have many freakouts depending on what type of student they are. Like that running countdown to, hey, we can do this. Because you can do anything for 3 weeks, right? So that sort of thing. So we have Labor Day off. Thank you, unions, for that. And so I'll put school closed. And with a highlighter, I'll highlight the whole day. I'll also put these holidays on the monthly spread because I do use the monthly spread to plan out during the actual school year, to plan out assessments and activities and things like that, to make sure that things are falling where they're supposed to. So I don't want to accidentally plan something on a day that we won't be at school, whether it be an actual holiday or a professional development that we go in but the kids stay home. So I like to put that on the calendar, the monthly spread as well. I use the same regular black ink pen for all of my planning. I used to color code by what class it was or what 9 weeks it was or something like that, but then that got a little too much for me to keep up with. But something that I do keep up with is the color highlighter I use, which I'll make a key for that whenever I'm done putting in our holidays. Now that the holidays are all filled out, I'm going to go back in and put the start of the school year, the end of the school year, and when the 9 weeks each quarter begins and ends. They teach us when we go to school for education to always begin with the end in mind whenever we're teaching a lesson. And so I'm doing that here. I'm beginning with the end in mind. We're ending school in my school district on May 24th. And then we start back on August 3rd. And the students start on August 10th this year. There's two reasons I like to have the start and ending dates of my planner. One is to help me in planning, just so I know like how many weeks I have to get those assessments in, to finish up whatever module we're on. And then also students will constantly ask, typically it's whenever they realize like we're halfway through the 9 weeks and they're like, oh crap, I'm failing. So they're like, how long do I have to bring my grade up? And instead of having to go online, it's really easy to flip through and see like, oh, this is the exact date, and give them that exact date. And finally, as far as in the calendars, what I like to do, because I work at a high school, we of course have graduation, and I like to see when they graduate. So graduation this year is on May 18th. So I'm going to put a let's celebrate and when graduation is. Graduation. So on this page, just in case I forget, I do a little key. Of what my color coding means. So I'm sure you caught on, but green means that a 9 weeks starts. So a quarter starts. And pink, which looks kind of red, but the pink is that the quarter ends. Purple are school breaks. The orange is professional development. And then these two colors, the light blue and the dark blue, or I guess the aqua and the blue, you didn't see, but that's going to be for the two classes, the two preps that I teach. So let me make this split decision right now. I'm going to have to stay with it the rest of the school year. I'm going to say the light blue is going to be English 1. And the dark blue is going to be business English. So with these two, that's actually the only thing that I don't do right off the bat. I will, as you're about to see, like I'll make place for them in the calendar. But as far as like the tests and lessons, I do that out typically 9 weeks at a time. Preps, I'll just half it. And then one side, that's where these highlighters will come in. So one side will be highlighted. So the English 1 side will be highlighted. In that box are the tests, are the things that I need to do for that subject. And then on this side, likewise. And this system, the highlighter system, really helps whenever I'm going in and I'm filling in on this to say like where the tests are, because I'll write a test down and then I'll highlight it using whichever one of the highlighters I've color coded the test. That way I can very easily see, okay, well for this English class I'm giving this test on this day, but then I have a test on this day for another one. So anyway, that is about it. I'm going to do that actually for every single one of these school days, but I will not bore you with that. I'm sure that this video will be long enough already. The very last thing that I do is I go through and I mark where like paydays are, and then I do like to make my planners a little cute. So I'll go in and just randomly, when I feel like I'll need a little like boost of like happiness, I'll go in and before the school year begins, I'll put in stickers here and there and we'll completely forget about them. So whenever I open it up to that week, it'll just make me smile. So let's take a few minutes together and do that. So for payday, I'll just put a little $sign to remind myself, oh, you can actually afford to buy some food now. First sticker I will put in for myself is this one that says I will survive, and I'm going to put it in the middle of September. I don't know about you, September is the longest month of the entire year for me. It's just, that's usually whenever I know that a lot of people will call it teacher tired. I don't even feel that way. I call it like toddler tired, where I am so exhausted that all I feel like doing is literally throwing myself on the ground and just pitching a fit and crying. So I'm going to put this on the Monday, September 18th. I will survive. I will get through this month. And that is it. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me, hanging out with me while I set up my teacher planner for this year. Whether or not you are a teacher, if you are a planner person and you have stuck through this video this long, let me know what is the first thing you like to put into your planners when you set them up. I would love to hear from you. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you real soon.